Okay, guys, the ever important question, do I need a will? First, after this brief chat, you're going to see how that question's a little misguided. And this really is something that every adult needs to hear today about estate planning. I'm Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. If you have any questions, please drop them below. And of course, if you need some help and you're in our states, please feel free to reach out for a free consult at yourplanningattorney.com. We would be very happy to help. Okay, so many people think that estate plans are really only for the wealthy and the elderly, but that's not true. If you are an adult, if you are human, and you can't guarantee you're going to live forever, then this 100% applies to you. So if you're listening, I hope maybe you're human. If you're probably going to be an adult, because I don't think anyone under 18 is going to pay attention to me. And I hate to say it, but I don't think you'll live forever. So it's not just about money. It's about protecting you now and the people you love later, right? Here's a great example. We did have a father some years ago call when his 20-something daughter suddenly fell ill and couldn't communicate. What happens? Well, without the right documentation, I should say puzzle pieces. I don't like to call them documents because estate plan is much more than that. Without the right pieces in place, he had no legal authority to handle her medical affairs, her finances. Everything is up in the air. And a very simple estate plan could have prevented some costs, obviously emotional guardianship situations, and months of uncertainty. Now, while this may not be an everyday occurrence, it's not all that rare either. Some of you may remember the 𝗪𝗏𝗹𝗆 case down in Florida in the 90s. That was pretty significant and lasted a long time. Just a tidbit, if you don't know about it, right? She was a Florida resident. She fell into a coma. She actually was somewhat cognizant during this time, and she had no healthcare directives. Somehow her parents, her husband, they wound up in a 7-year legal battle over whether or not to keep her on life support. Not great. And of course, it divided the family. It made national headlines. It cost a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of aggravation and headache and stress for people. All over something that could have been very easily rectified with one of those puzzle pieces if she had made that plan ahead of time. Of course, I'm not placing blame on her, but this is why we should think about these things ahead of time. We never know what happens. So what are the 5 reasons why everyone needs a plan as soon as they turn an adult, right? It protects you if you ever become incapacitated, okay? Think of a simple example. God forbid you get into a car accident and you crack your head and you're just not with it at the time. You want someone to be able to make a choice to say, fix a broken leg or go into surgery for something. And in setting up that plan, you're allowing your trusted people to make the health and financial decisions for you. This will certainly reduce emotional and financial stress for your loved ones. And it could also protect your assets from things like taxes or long-term care costs and other creditors. And of course, it makes your wishes clear and enforceable. Now, who wouldn't want that? Now, let's check reality real quick. Without a plan, state law is going to control everything. Who's in charge, who inherits, etc., and how they inherit. So, in an example, if a young father passes away without a will and his wife doesn't inherit everything, such as, like if I actually did have this example come across my path, where the dad was the owner of their home. Well, guess what? The wife only owned a portion of it after his passing without an estate plan. And the minor kids were going to be recipients of the rest. Now, that's a wild thing to think about. Those children will have access to that value, whether it's the home, financial assets, or what have you, at age 18. That's also pretty scary. And proper planning can prevent these unintended results. Some simple truths. Estate planning really isn't about your age or wealth. It's just about protection. Everyone over 18 needs a basic incapacity plan. It saves your family from stress, money, and time. Creditor protection for your beneficiaries can be created now as well. And it can't be really added later if you want to develop that into something that you provide to your loved ones. It's a fairly simple process, estate planning, and really pays for itself if it's done the right way with the right legal guidance. So let's get it done. Again, I'm Valerie Zammitti of Zammitti Law, and we help families across New York and New Jersey protect what matters most. You can schedule a free consultation for peace of mind at yourplanningattorney.com. As I said in my last video, I haven't done one of these in a little bit. Yourplanningattorney.com is the website where you can locate us for a consult if you're here in New York or New Jersey. So protect yourself, your family, and your future. Get started today. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.